us recall the concepts that we did in the rational number chapter. The first one was the properties related to rational numbers, right? And then how to find how to use those properties in solving the different problems of the rational numbers, and then how to find the different rational numbers between two given rational numbers, and then how to represent a rational number on the number line. No doubt the properties that we have discussed, they are to discuss under integers, natural numbers and all that. But we will directly shift it on rational numbers because the chapter name is rational number. So accordingly, we will discuss. So multiplication, addition, side by side, I will discuss. So the first property we have discussed is the Clojure property. Clojure property says under addition, under multiplication, under division. Under addition, Clojure property says that if we are having two rational numbers A and B, then their product is also going to be a rational number. You can take example of any two rational numbers. When you will multiply them, you will again get a rational number, right? Same way, if we see the operation of multiplication, here though I'm adding, na? Just a minute, wait. A plus B, it is also a rational number. If A and B, they are rational, then A plus B is also rational. Similarly, if we discuss the same property under multiplication, we can say that A and B are two rational. Then after multiplication also we are getting rational. If we see the same property in the under operation of division, then this property will hold for all the rational number except when we are taking the second rational number to be 0, because 0 can't come in denominator, right? So if we are taking the rational number 1 and 0, then 1 over 0 is not defined. So this property, division property, it will hold for all the rational number provided when we are taking the divisor to be 0. Okay? So next, Clojure property, and then we have discussed commutative property. So if we are talking about commutative property under addition, commutative property says that if we are adding A plus B or we are adding B plus A, both the answers, they are going to be the same. Same in case of multiplication. If we are multiplying A and B and A, again the answers are going to be the same. And if we are talking about division, and in division, if we divide 2 by 3, it is not equal to when we divide 3 by 2. So under division, commutative property doesn't hold. Then we started with the associative property. Associative property may we need to have 3 integers A, B, C. If we are having 3 integers A, B, C, sorry, rational numbers. So we are talking about rational numbers. We are adding the first as it is, second to third, or we are adding the first 2 and then adding it to third. The answer will remain the same. I told you that out of my speaking, you can make the difference. A plus B plus C equals to A plus B plus C. So you can very well imagine that किन दो को मैंने collectively पहले add किया and then adding it to the third one. ठीक है? So as same way, if we are doing this in the case of the under the operation of multiplication, the same thing will be followed. That A multiply B multiply C is equal to A multiply B multiply C. But in division, it doesn't hold. डिवीजन में ऐसे नहीं होता कि आप पहले एक नंबर को छोड़ दो, बाकी दो को डिवाइड करके पहले के साथ डिवाइड करो, या पहले दो को डिवाइड करके फिर तीसरे के साथ डिवाइड करो तो आंसर सेम जाए. आंसर सेम नहीं आता. ठीक है. Now come to the next property, that is distributive property. So if we are talking about a distributive property, again, the 3 numbers are to be taken at a time, right? So distributive property is such a property in which the two operation they mingled. That means they are coming together. What two operation? One is multiplication, another is addition. Multiplication distribute over addition as well as subtraction. Distribute का मतलब होता है बांटना, right? So if I write here A multiply B plus C, then distributive property means I am going to distribute this multiplication sign over the addition sign. How it will be? A multiply B plus A multiply C. Okay, and same way I can distribute this sign of multiplication under the operation of subtraction. That is A multiply B minus C. This is equal to A multiply B minus A multiply C. Distributive property of multiplication over addition we have discussed. Distribution property of multiplication over subtraction we have discussed. But over division, multiplication can't be distributed. This property will not hold in the case of when multiplication sign is associated with the division sign, right? Then we did certain kind of you can say observations that if we are talking about additive identity, of rational number. There is a rational number A by B, or you can take the example of 2 by 3. What we should add in this rational number so that it remains the same? What we should add in this rational number so that it remains the same? 0. I'm having 2 toffees and let it be 2, and after 2 days also 2 toffees are remaining with me. That means how many I have eaten? 0. Same, if we add 0 to a rational number, it will never change. It will remain as it is. So 0 is called additive identity of rational numbers. Same way we have discussed multiplicative identity. Same way we have discussed multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means if you are having a rational number, say it be A by B, say it be 2 by 3, whatever. This I am taking a journal and this I am taking particularly. So by which number you should multiply this rational number so that it remains the same? It will be 1. So what is the multiplicative identity? 1. Additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. If we are talking about additive inverse, now we have to see that in a rational number, what number should be added so that the answer comes out to be 0. A by B may, what I should add so that it neutralizes itself and it get cancelled? Minus A by B. And similarly in 2 by 3. So, and in additive inverse, you have to just change the sign. If 2 by 3 is a number, then additive inverse will be minus 2 by 3. If 5 by 6 is a number, then additive inverse will be minus 5 by 6. If minus 5 by 7 is a number, then what will be the additive inverse? Minus 5 by 7. 5 by 7. 5 by 7. If the number is minus 5 by 7, then the additive inverse is 5 by 7. That means to find the additive inverse of a rational number, you just need to change the sign. अब बात आती है multiplicative inverse की. By what number we should multiply a rational number to get 1? Reciprocal of the number, whatever is B upon A. So if someone is asking you, what is the multiplicative inverse of 100? What you will say? 1 upon 100. And you Somil, any doubt? -5 बाय -7 होता। तो जब भी आपने एडिटिव इनवर्स या मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स निकालना है ना, फर्स्टली कन्वर्ट द नंबर इन द लोएस्ट फॉर्म, माइनस माइनस कट कर दो, बाद में फाइंड करो, -5%. So this is all about the properties that we have discussed about the rational numbers, general things, and there are certain questions which will to generalize this in front of you, like the rational number doesn't the rational number which doesn't have reciprocal, 0. You're not listening. Question सुनो पहले ठीक से. 0 is the rational number which doesn't have reciprocal. बिकॉज 0 को आपको पता है एक वरदान मिला हुआ है. रोती रोती चली गई थी भगवान जी के पास, कहती मुझे सारे कहते हैं कि तुम 0 हो, तुम 0 हो. तो भगवान जी कहते चाहे तुम 0 हो, तुम्हें कभी कोई नीचे नहीं बिठा पाएगा. इसीलिए 0 को उस दिन से वरदान मिल गया कि तू कभी नीचे नहीं बैठ सके. ठीक है ना. तो अगर रोना है तो भगवान के आगे रो, अगर आपको कोई दुख है तो भगवान जी जरूर सुनते हैं. यू ऑल आर हैविंग फेथ इन गॉड, राइट ना. सो फेथ इन गॉड के साथ साथ हार्डवर्क भी जरूरी है. ये ना हो कि मैथ्स के पेपर में हम पढ़े ना, हम कहें आई एम हैविंग फेथ इन गॉड, आई विल गेट फुल मार्क्स. बोथ द थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड simultaneously. Faith in God and your hard work will definitely make you a successful person in life, right? चलिए. Zero is a rational number whose reciprocal doesn't exist. And there are two rational numbers when उनको जब उल्टा करो तब भी वो सीधे ही रहते हैं, 1 and -1. If you find reciprocal of 1, you will again get it to be 1. If you get reciprocal of -1, you will again get -1. So there are two rational numbers which never turn after taking their reciprocals, that are 1 and -1. ठीक है. तो ये आपके पास. चलिए, तो ये हमारी जर्नल बातें हुई रैशनल नंबर्स के प्रॉपर्टीज और कॉन्सेप्ट्स को लेके. अब इनकी कैलकुलेशन में यूज होगा इन प्रॉपर्टीज का, दैट आई एम डिस्कसिंग लेटर. फर्स्टली आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस हाउ टू फाइंड रैशनल नंबर बिटवीन टू गिवन रैशनल नंबर्स. I will discuss 3 to 4 types side by side. The first type that I am discussing, the rational numbers which are having the same denominators. Second type I am discussing, the rational numbers whose denominator are not the same. Third type I am discussing, the rational number which do not have any denominator. नहीं है तो 1 होता है denominator, we all know. The rational number which do not have denominator, we take their denominator to be 1. उनके denominator को हम 1 लेते हैं. जिन rational numbers का कोई denominator नहीं है, उनके denominator को we take it to be 1. ठीक है ना नमकरण जी. So our first target is to check the denominators. If the denominators are equal, then it's quite easy. You just have to write you can say 3 rational numbers between them, 4, 5, whatever. What you need to do, you just pick the first number. To increase the gap, multiply 10 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator. Some of the students, what they are doing, they are multiplying this 10 in the denominator, in the numerator and not in the numerator. कल छुट्टी है, अगर ये वाला नोटिस नीचे वाले कॉरिडोर, कृतिका की आंखें खुली रही, अगर ये वाला नोटिस नीचे वाले कॉरिडोर में आ जाए और ऊपर वाले कॉरिडोर में ना आए, सही देखना जरा तुषार का हॉल कि हमें क्यों नहीं छुट्टी, उनको क्यों छुट्टी. तो अगर आपने डिनोमिनेटर में 10 से मल्टीप्लाई किया है, एट द सेम टाइम आपको न्यूमिनेटर में भी 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा। हाँ जी, actually I'm not taking it like 2 over 2 3 over 3, we are just taking this rule that we will multiply with the zeros, gap will obviously be increased. So this will become 20 upon 30, and if I'm taking this 4 upon 3, same way 4 into 10 upon 3 into 10, it will be 40 upon 30. Now you see 20 and 40, a big gap is there, so you can find the numbers that you are being asked. So you will write, therefore 5 rational numbers between 2 by 3 की बदली हुई शक्ल है 20 by 30 and 4 by 3, that means 40 by 30. So we are writing the numbers as 21 upon 30 and so on. Whatever you can write, you cutting नहीं करनी. After writing, after converting it to the another form, अगर cutting करोगे तो वापस वहीं पे आ जाओगे. ठीक है, कटिंग. अब in the second question, you can see the difference that in the first question denominators were the same, but in the second question denominators are not the same. So first of all, we will make these denominators to be the same by taking the LCM. सबसे पहले आपने डिनोमिनेटर में 6 बनाना है, तो 2 से मल्टीप्लाई होगा. यहाँ पे पहले वाले में 3 से, इस वाले में 2 से 10/6. वैसे तो यहाँ पे मल्टीप्लाई करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. देखो -9 से 10 तक आपको ऑब्वियसली 5-6 नंबर मिल ही जाने हैं. -8/6, -7/6, -6/6. इधर से अगर चले तो हाँ, इधर से भी लिख सकते. You can write from the both direction, either from right or left. हाँ जी, जरूरत नहीं है. हाँ जी बेटे, 5 जितने पूछेंगे पेपर में, if it is there then करवा दो. नहीं गलत है. Yes, listen बेटे. The next type that I am discussing, the question which is not having denominator. In such kind of question, how to deal? Let us see. जिसके नीचे कोई नंबर नहीं, उसके नीचे 1 है. कोमा लगाई जाओ. So अब हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है डिनोमिनेटर में, हमने 1 कर दिया. Now we will proceed as the previous question. So that means 10 से multiply, 10 से. So now तो if some student is finding it difficult to write the number in between, so better to write whatever number you are having on the number line. -20, -10. बीच में जो भी नंबर आपको दिख रहे हैं, -19 upon 10, -18 upon 10, and accordingly you can write. Is it okay? जितने भी पेपर में आएंगे लिखेंगे, कहे होंगे उतने लिखेंगे. अच्छा, listen. The question can be like this also. Between two rational numbers, there lies dash rational number. Between two rational numbers, there lies dash number of rational numbers, infinite many. Between two rational numbers, there lies infinitely many rational numbers. Is it okay? ठीक है, ये कॉन्सेप्ट हुआ. अब करते हैं सॉल्विंग वाले क्वेश्चन, जिसमें हमने अपनी जो है प्रॉपर्टीज लगानी है. वही करवा रहे हैं. In exam, sometimes it is written that solve it using properties, but students are not in habit of solving it with the using properties. But if it is written to be used property to solve it and you're not using them, then you will not be awarded even a single marks. So sometimes mention of the name of the property is there, that which property is to be used. Sometimes it is not. So we can see that when the multiplication and addition sign both are collectively coming, then it is distributive property of multiplication over addition. What you need to do, out of first two, these are the two terms, first term and the second term. Out of these two terms, you need the common thing out. What is the common? 7 by 12. And in the first term, minus 3 by 12 is left, and in the second term, 5 by 12 is left, and beech mein plus ka sign. And in aside, you have to write that we are using which property? Distributive property. Next, 7 by 5. 12 is taken as LCM. 7 by 5. 2 by 12. 7 by 30. Okay, 7 by 30. Do its second part, page number 13 right now. Page number 13, second part. It is 9 by 16. Multiply 4 by 12 plus 9 by 16 multiply minus 3 by 9. So Arman, which property we will use here? Distributive property. Naman, what is to be taken as common? Priyansh, 9 by 16. Now listen, when you take common, this is plus, but next is minus 3 by 9. When the two signs are collective, then you have to put the bracket. This will be 9 by 16. कर दो कटिंग. एलसीएम लेने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 becomes 0. मैंने इधर एक को कटिंग कर दी 1 by 3, इसकी भी कटिंग कर दी 1 by 3. 0 into something always result as 0. थ्री के टेबल पे, 4 के टेबल पे. Example 5. Look at example 5, page number 14. Find 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7. Minus 1 by 14. minus 3/7 into 3/5. In the question like this, listen, otherwise it is not written that you are to use the property, but to make the calculation easiest, what you need to do, जहां भी आपको कुछ कॉमन नंबर्स दिख रहे हैं ना, उनको साथ साथ लिख लो. हाँ जी,
कॉमन कैसे मल्टीप्लाई या एलसीएम लेके करते हैं मेरे इधर का क्या होता है 4 ओवर एलसीएम कैसे कटिंग कर सकते हैं जब प्लस का साइन
ये मैथ्स का मर्डर है, ये नहीं. ऊपर नीचे तो कटिंग हो सकती है, इसकी इसके साथ, इसकी इसके साथ, थोड़ा कीमत. एलसीएम लेके भी सेम आंसर आएगा. इधर मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पे आई कैन सी 3/7 एंड देयर इज अ टर्म विच इज हैविंग 3/7 लास्ट टर्म. मैंने इसको इसके पास ले आई, इसको पीछे लिख दिया. रीअरेंजिंग द टर्म्स. नाउ यहाँ पे आप प्रॉपर्टी लगा सकते हो. व्हाट कैन बी टेकन एज कॉमन? 3/7. 3/7 ले लो, माइनस रहने दो. 3/7 ले लो, माइनस इसके साथ आ गया, 3/7 बाहर गया. बच्चे मैंने 3/7 अगर कॉमन लिया तो माइनस अंदर रह गया. मल्टीप्लाई में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Now you can take the LCM. 5 is LCM. Three by 7 minus 5/5. 5 कटा, minus 3/7 minus 1/14. करो इसको आगे सॉल्व. Take the LCM now. 2 terms are there. You know that how to solve? Huh? 14. 14 आएगा. Yes. And in exam you have to write here also that which property you are using. That is the distributive property. हाँ मल्टीप्लाई जाए. बेटे मेंटेन साइलेंस. Answer is minus 1/2. जैसे कि आपका 1.1 के फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का सेकंड पार्ट है ऑन द सेम लाइन ऑफ एक्शन. Now you see, you can just see that in this expression there are 3 terms. First term is this. Okay. तो कोई ऐसी टर्म जिसमें 2 आपको सेम लग रही हो. First and last term they are having the same you can say digit. So let us collect them. And write it aside. बाद में देखेंगे, कटिंग बटिंग मत करो, पहले कुछ कॉमन निकल रहे हैं, कॉमन निकाल लो. You can take 2/5 as common. Inside it is minus 3/7 plus 1/14. अब कटिंग इसकी साइड पे कर दो. This is 2/5. 14 is the LCM. See the calculations. 5 get cancelled. 2 7s are 14. Now you can take the LCM and accordingly. पार्थिव हाथों में तो नहीं चोट लगी हुई ना, तो लिख तो सकते हो आप, ये पैरों से लिखते हो. अच्छा हाँ 28 will be the LCM. -3/28. 11 कैसे? Oh sorry, it's minus sign. -11/28 will be the answer. कहां से? थर्ड स्टेप से. पहले तो listen, this term was containing, these two terms were containing the same number, so I am writing them collectively, साथ साथ jointly. So out of these two, 2/5 common. Here it is -3/7 and here it is 1/14. Now I am taking LCM inside, solving this. कहाँ पे? हाँ ये कटिंग कर दी ना, 3 2s 6, 2 2s 4. इसकी आपस में कटिंग कर. यस कर सकते हैं. पहले इनमें मत कटिंग करना, क्योंकि इनमें अगर 2/5 2/5 कर सकते हो. यस क्या हो गया क्लास? व्हाट हैपेंड? हरिओम, चाहत, राघव सोनी, तानिश, एनिक, जोजोत सिंह and Janvi. Multiply multiply 6/13, multiply 6/13 by the or with the reciprocal of -7/16. Multiply 6/13 with the reciprocal of -7/16. तो हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. एक ही बात, मैंने माइनस अगले में कर, अगले टर्म में मैंने कर दिया सॉल्व करके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Is 8/9 multiplicative inverse of -1:1/8? अब मैं एक चीज बता दूं, जब most of the students when they solve the mixed fraction they did it like this: -1 into 8 -8 plus 1. एक मिनट, -1 into 8 -8 plus 1 -7 open it. No, mixed fraction is always like this. माइनस हमेशा बाहर होता है. That means हमें इसका अगर मैं आंसर निकालूं ये बनेगा -9/. अब हमें देखना है कि क्या ये इसका मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स है कि नहीं. अगर इनको मल्टीप्लाई करके 1 आ गया तब तो मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स बन जाएगा, अगर नहीं आया तो नहीं. लेट अस सी. आंसर इज -1. So therefore 8/9 is not the multiplicative inverse of -1:1/8. Not equal to 1. हाँ ऊपर स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में लिखते हैं हमेशा आंसर. अच्छा पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव. फोर्थ पॉइंट
नेगेटिव नेगेटिव
ये देखो इधर, x की ये पॉजिटिव साइड है और ये x की नेगेटिव साइड, इसमें x तो पॉजिटिव ही आना है हमेशा, इसमें y भी पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव नेगेटिव। थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट होता है थर्ड। 0.3 को 3 3 जा 9 प्लस 1 10/3 से मल्टीप्लाई करो।
जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ x क्या है?
जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ x नहीं, जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ x एक्सिस।